What's up, guys? This is Diego, and I am a professional trader. And today we're going to talk about the current context in Bitcoin. We're going to try to figure out which ones are the best areas to trade from. By looking at the monthly chart, this is the monthly chart, something immediately catches my attention. I can see that the previous month high is very close to the current high. And when I see situations like this, I think to myself, well, the high over there is going to be taken. Almost always. Because the algorithm doesn't get very close to an important high like this and leave it there without taking it, without stopping out of the stop losses of the people that place their stop loss above that high. So I'm thinking to myself, if that's true, that means that we're going to see a high. I don't know how much higher, I don't know, but I know that it will come, probably. So that being said, I want to ask myself, where are the best places in the chart currently on a lower time frame where I can long? And in order to determine that, first of all, I need to go on a lower time frame, which is the daily, which is not super low, but it gives you already a different perspective. For example, on a daily time frame, we can clearly see that we are still inside this range, inside this sideways price action. So the question is, where do I long here? Where are the best places to long here? And I have 3 places in mind. First of all, the best places to long or short are where the most liquidity is, because price reverses after it's taken enough stop losses, enough liquidity. For example, here we took this weekly high, and then what happened? We pull back. Same thing here. Down here, we took all these lows, 1, 2, and 3, and then we bounced. See? That's exactly what happens pretty much most of the time. That's how the algorithm works. We take liquidity, we stop people out, reverse, we stop other people out on the other side and reverse, and so on. That's how the algorithm works. So the question is, where are the people to stop out here? In which parts of this range are the stop losses? The first one that comes to mind is the previous day low, and because this low is also very close to us here. So this area here, above this low, is a very good place to long. I mean, actually, I wouldn't say it's a very good place to long. I would say it's a very good place to look for a long. For example, if we take those 2 lows like this, we wick through them like this, then a reclaim of the daily open would be pretty bullish, because it would turn this candle from red to green with a long wick, which shows a willingness from the market to go higher. So a very safe way to trade this is, like I said, waiting for these 2 lows to be taken, and then waiting for a reclaim of the daily open, and then you can long and aim for at least this high right here. The ratio is decent, 2 to 1. And the second place where I'm going to look for a long is another low, this one. This is Sunday's low. And we know that the weekend is not a very good time to trade. In fact, very often the highs and the lows that are placed during the weekend are taken the following week. In this particular situation, I think this high is a pretty good place to look for a long, not just because it's a liquidity place, which is, in my opinion, the most important criteria, but also because from bottom to top to here, we are basically at the 618 Fibonacci that could offer a higher low for more upside. So that's my second place to look for a long. And the third place, which is in my opinion the best one, because of course the lower we go, the more people we stop out, and the bigger the move will be. Like here, for example, because we stopped out all these people here, the move was pretty big. There was like a 5%. So if we test this low again, by continuing the range, the sideways price action, taking this low and then bouncing back up, I really think this trade, if that happens, could offer possibly even a breakout move simply because we went pretty low. That's how I view the market at the moment. So for me at the moment, I'm not looking for shorts. I'm looking for longs because, like I said, the monthly high is very close to us. We got too close to it. And I really think we're gonna take it. So those are my 3 places to long from, or at least to look for a long. Like I said, the lower, the better. The first one is my least favorite. The middle one is pretty good. And the last one is my favorite for sure. And in this particular situation, like I said, in the first situation, if you want to enter safely, you can wait for a daily open reclaim. But usually what I do is I wait for a market structure change. So I go on an even lower time frame, let's say the 1 hour or the 15 minutes, sometimes even the 5 minutes. And I check the market structure. And I want to see where the lower highs and the higher lows are. And then as soon as we make a higher high on a lower time frame, like I said, I enter and stop loss at the low. And of course, the trade has to happen in New York time, because the New York time is the most important time. It's when the most important lows and highs are put. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for New York. Like I said, actually, we just took the previous day. See, we took the previous day low and we didn't take the other daily low. So at this point, I'm not trading this because it's too early. It's not New York. In order to enter New York, we need New York session, not New York open. New York session starts at 2 p.m. my time, GMT plus 2. So that's when the volatility starts coming in. So for me right now, I'm not taking any trade. Even if we bounce from here, well, I will miss it. But in my experience, New York offers the best trade. And let's go on an even lower time frame. Let's use the 1 hour, where we can see the market structure. So at the moment, first of all, the low, the last daily low that we're talking about is exactly here. As we can see, we didn't take it. The market structure at the moment is this: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So at this point, in order to show more strength, the market would have to break this high by creating a higher high and possibly higher low and shifting the momentum and go higher to take the monthly high. So if I want to enter, like I said, I need the time, New York. Let's say that in New York, we take this low like this. At that point, a safe entry would be here. Stop loss here and take profit, or at least monitoring. Price action would be at the monthly high, somewhere around here. That's how I view the chart at the moment. Of course, I prefer this other low, which is lower, and it gives a better ratio, or even better the last one. But of course, I will take where the market gives me. I won't throw away opportunities just because they're not ideal. My bias is bullish, so I'm gonna favor longs, and I'm not gonna look for shorts until we finally took this monthly high, and then I can look for shorts. At the moment, I remain bullish, at least in the short term, and I'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much.